Police officers run in, but who will help when their luck runs out? We found dozens of charities raising money in Ohio for fallen officers, burned firefighters, and their families, with names like the Firefighters Support Foundation or the Disabled Police and Sheriffs Association. State filings show those two nonprofits paid for-profit telemarketers 90 cents for every dollar they raised here.
It's disgusting to know that people are making money off the backs of injured police officers.
Brandon Gehring is a Lockland police officer. This is where his life almost ended.
I had a fractured skull on the left side. All my ribs were broken, and matter of fact, I have 7 plates in there now. I had a punctured lung.
Officer Gehring was placing stop sticks on an I-75 exit ramp during a police chase in 2009 when he was hit by another officer's cruiser.
Everyone told me I would be lucky to walk, let alone ever work again.
Like many tri-state residents, this officer who actually needed help has received fundraising calls at home from people claiming to be police.
It felt weird to me that someone would be calling me at my house looking for help.
Most of them are very careful not to say that they're police officers, but what they'll say is, I represent the local police department.
Scott Snow of Reading says he's received some of those suspicious calls, but he's a real cop, the chief of police, who says his officers are also getting hit up for money.
I'm an officer with the Reading Police Department, and we're seeking donations. And he said, "Oh, really? You're an officer of the Reading Police Department? What's your name?" Well, why do you ask? "Oh, because I'm a Reading police officer. I guess I know you, huh?" Click.
People, whether they have money or don't have money, want to be assured that that $15 or $20 is actually going to a charity and it's not being, eaten up 90% by a telemarketer.
Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine tracks every registered charity and professional solicitor operating in the state. The AG's database shows several police and fire charities get only 10 or 20% of all the money raised.
That's not illegal per se, but how many of us would give money to our local police if we knew 90% of that money was going to the paid solicitors?
The Attorney General has filed suit against one Ohio telemarketer, accusing its operators of pretending to be firefighters or police officers. They did carry handcuffs on their wrists. The Ohio Attorney General says 24 of the telemarketers raising money for Ohio FOP lodges, in other words, for the police, were convicted felons. That's a crime in Ohio, right?
You are not allowed to use convicted felons in the state of Ohio to do direct solicitation. And we have caught solicitors who are doing that.
The website Charity Navigator rates fundraising groups. Topping the list of consistently low-rated charities is the Firefighters Charitable Foundation. We tracked one of its professional solicitors to this empty storefront in Westchester and another address in Hamilton. The for-profit Firefighters Services LLC raised more than $670,000 in Ohio over 3 years for the Firefighters Charitable Foundation. But the charity got a little more than $100,000. The telemarketers kept 85 cents of every dollar donated.
They're not going to want to give their money to a charity that they don't know for sure goes to officers in need and their families.
Officer Gehring got back on his feet thanks to help from a local police charity called The Shield.
The Shield stepped in and they actually started helping immediately.
Created by police officers for police officers. We have no paid employees. We have no paid solicitors.
So how do you tell the good guys from the bad guys?
The best thing to do is say, look, you put something in writing. And if they balk at that, if they give you a hard time, just hang up the phone.